Let's get packing. I do regret choosing this suitcase when I think this suitcase is almost 10 years old. But the best part is I can always tell which suitcase is mine at the airport because it's very much in your face.
It was morning when I took off in Berlin, and it was early afternoon when I landed. Time really is a funny thing when traveling. It was the longest flight I ever took, and especially when I had to transfer in Egypt, I was really nervous. But then there I was, Beijing. The next day, the adventure began. We took the metro to the Summer Palace, located in the western suburbs of Beijing and 15 kilometers away from Beijing. The Summer Palace, formerly the Qingye, was an imperial garden during the Qing dynasty. It was such a nice day, super cold still, but the sun was shining and the sky was blue. It was so new to me, everything from the metro to the food, and I was both grateful and amazed for my boyfriend speaking Chinese. I do recommend, if you're planning on going to China, to either have someone at your side knowing the language or learn it yourself if you're real ambitious.
Bist du drauf?
After the palace, we went out to get some food and mostly walked around the city until the sun was setting. We also got a little snack before laying down, and I had to get some ice cream. I had this ice cream sandwich with matcha taste, which was pretty good. After a little nap, we did what we had to do. We went out clubbing, and my boyfriend took us to a club in Beijing. Funnily enough, the DJ was from Berlin as well, so shout out to the Touré. The next day, we extended our trip to Shanghai, the Great Wall. It's located northeast of Beijing. We also visited the Gubei Shuijian, the water town close to the wall, which is a rare ancient village. And you could tell it was Chinese Year as well, because the red decorations were everywhere. Chinese New Year is one of the most important holidays in Chinese culture, and I felt pretty grateful seeing it all along our journey. At the water town, I also tried this fluffy bread with taro flavor, which was really delicious. And at night, we then strolled through the streets of the water town on the hunt for food. We eventually found some soup. The next day, we actually went up the wall. Jon, wohin gehen wir heute? Wir gehen zur Mauer. It's also worth mentioning that we did many more activities in Beijing than I can actually show you, mostly because I didn't film everything. I wanted to enjoy this trip without the constant camera in my hand, and I hope you understand that. We returned to Beijing, but it was actually time to say goodbye, and we took the night train to Shanghai from Beijing. One of our first days in Shanghai, we went to the Jiaotong University, where my boyfriend actually studied abroad. The Shanghai Jiaotong University is one of China's most prestigious universities, renowned for its strong programs in engineering, science, and medicine. And it's located in Shanghai. The university has a rich history dating back to 1869. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm collecting shells, because for some reason there were hundreds. Later on, we also tried out the cafeteria in the university, so enjoy these behind the scenes of me trying out food. At night, we went to Nanjing Lu and the Bund, which are two of Shanghai's most iconic landmarks. It is also known as the shopping paradise of China. And the Bund is a historic waterfront promenade along the Huangpu River. To satisfy our hunger, we went out to eat hot pot at Haidi Lao. The next day, we took a trip to Soju to see some Chinese gardens. Of course, I also tried another milk tea beforehand, and the gardens are really beautiful but also quite crowded. Back in Shanghai, we went to the Shanghai Tower, which is the third tallest building in the world. On one of the other nights, I also enjoyed wandering through the streets of Tianzifang, which is an art district in Shanghai. There were many shops with souvenirs and crafted little bits, and of course there was also a really cute cat. And we got some presents for our friends and family back home. Before taking off to Guilin, which will be in the second China vlog, we took the train to Hangzhou, where we stayed for only one night. That was also the reason why we didn't do any big activities there. However, I really liked Hangzhou, and there were many cute ducks there. The next day, we kept on going, and to see how our China journey continued, you have to stay tuned because the next vlog will come soon. Bye!